Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to LeagueWise for yet another installment of Finn's 5. I'm your host, Chad Finn, and in this video, I will be giving you my 5 starters for each role in the DraftKings LPL slate. This will be a 2-game slate that locks at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow morning, Sunday, June 14th. Before we get down to business, let's handle some business. Make sure, if you would, to like the video down below. And if you don't mind, hit that subscribe button too. The more support I get, the more this becomes maybe a reality. I can do it full time. And like I said, guys, I'm very committed to give you guys the best I have. I think we're doing pretty well so far. My goal is to become the premier League of Legends daily fantasy channel on YouTube. That said, can't happen without those likes and those supports and those notifications. So take your time, hit those buttons. Now, for the slate, I'm going to be honest, I am very excited about watching these games this morning or tomorrow morning, especially the second match of this slate. And we'll get to that here in a second. The featured games on this early morning DraftKings slate are match 1. Suning Gaming, who comes in at a plus 114 underdog. Invictus Gaming comes in versus Invictus Gaming or IG comes in at a minus 138 favorite. In match 2, JD Gaming comes in at plus 136 underdogs. That's unusual for defending champions versus Top Esports at minus 166 favorites. I'm going to be honest. This is going to be hard to pick. Truth be told, you could probably flip a coin on both of these games and have as good a chance as any expert picking them. So take that's what it's worth. My goal is to go 2-0 in these picks. Truth be told, it's going to take some luck. Not to mention, this might be the toughest slate of the year to predict ownership on. Which is one of the reasons I think this took a little bit longer, 90 minutes. Really put some thought into this one. Hopefully I didn't overthink it. When predicting ownership, you always start with the favorites. So I am assuming that Top Esports and IG will be the highest owned. Pretty evenly, I'm guessing, with Top probably being slightly higher owned, followed by Suning, and then JDG, I think. I'm just saying JDG is going to be the lowest owned team on the slate. I mean, it doesn't sound right. Trust me when I tell you they can beat Top Esports. But for ownership's sake, what you should expect is Top Esports being top owned, followed by IG, close behind in second. Suning will probably be third owned. And then JDG, again, they'll be pretty close, but that's the order in which I'm assuming ownership is going to go for this slate. Here's where these teams are in the standings coming into the slate. Suning Gaming is number 5. They're 2-1 in matches, 4-3 in gameplay, with wins against LNG and Team Wii, with their only loss to JDG Gaming. JDG Gaming comes in at number 7. 1-0 in matches, 2-0 in gameplay, with their victory coming against Suning Gaming. Tied at number 7 with JD Gaming is Top Esports, 1-0 in matches, 2-0 in games, with their victory coming against Rogue Warriors. Number 13 is Invictus Gaming, 0-1 in match play, 0-2 in gameplay, losing both games to Team Wii. Take those for what it's worth. It's early yet. Trying to figure these out is tough. I mean, in match 1, we have Suning Gaming versus IG. IG has gotten off to a slow start, but in the spring session, they were one of the top teams and went 28-11 overall in gameplay, compared to Suning, who went 19-22. So, the questions are, is Suning for real? And am I to believe that IG has fallen off because of one loss? I don't know. On March 28th, these teams faced off. in a match that was close in kills, 41-34 over 2 games, which were both won by IG. The difference in this game was macro play as IG controlled objectives. Puff and Southwind were dominant in both games. I know Suning has improved. I know they're a different team. But I expect this to be a repeat performance. I think IG is going to come in with something to prove. Suning's going to come in feeling that they have to prove. And in that situation, you're going to have one team. I just think in that situation, I expect a great performance from IG, and I'm not sold on Suning Gaming. And for that reason, Invictus Gaming is going to win this. They're going to climb back to 1-1 with the win, and then we will begin going into the next matches after tomorrow morning with a better feel on what the LPL is going to look like. I think some of those top teams are going to start sliding down to the middle. The middle and bottom teams are going to start reclaiming their spots. I think we're going to get back to some normality in the LPL. So in case it was missed, Invictus Gaming is going to win match 1, I think. Match 2 needs no introduction as it is a rematch of the spring finals, which were amazing, extremely close. They went 5 games before JDG claimed victory. I've looked at this a number of different ways. Haven't gone through this, so I'm going to wing this right here. Wanted to do this with you guys live. Not sure how it's going to turn out, but I've looked at this game in a number of different ways. And at the end of the day, I decided I'm going to just grade these teams out or give them points based on who has the advantage in each lane. So we're just going to do a breakdown of each lane real quick. Top lane is Zoom versus 369. 369 is good, but Zoom, in my opinion, is the best top laner in the world. He has been a difference maker for JDG Gaming since joining their roster. Zoom is the better top laner here. So 1 point, I'm going to have to write this down. 1 point to JD Gaming for top lane advantage. Jungle, we have Kanavi and Karsa. In my opinion, this is a push. Yeah, this is a push. Both are really good junglers. Both teams depend on them. JD Gaming probably depends on Kanavi a little bit more. And I think most people say Kanavi is the better jungler. I'm going to just call it a tie and give each one of them a point. So 1 point to JD Gaming, 1 point to Top Esports. So JDG is up 2-1. At the mid lane, we get Knight versus Yagao, I believe it's pronounced, from JDG or JD Gaming. This is another one that's really close. I think I would go ahead and give the edge to Yagao based on the fact that he has a deeper champion pool than Knight does. Although, again, this is one where I think people might say Knight's better. I don't think he is. I think the champion pool and the current meta push things into the advantage of Yagao. For that reason, I'm going to go JDG. Gets that point at mid, which puts him at 3-1. Bot lane or ADC. Bot lane or ADC. Loken versus Jackie Love. Loken very possibly might be the most underappreciated ADC in the LPL. And Jackie Love is quite simply he's a monster. In my opinion, he's the best ADC in the world. This one's pretty easy, and maybe I'm underappreciating Loken, but Jackie Love is better here. Advantage top esports at ADC. JDG still holds a 3-2 lead, bringing us to support, where we have Lamau, I believe it's pronounced, and I have no idea how Yuyanji, maybe that's it, Yuyanjia. If you can pronounce it, good for you. Both are really good supports, but Lamau has the deeper champion pool and fits the meta perfectly here. JDG gets that one, so JDG is up 4-2. Jungle is going to end up being the wild card here. I think Jungle's probably going to decide this one, and because of that, drafts are going to be vital. And with that, with drafts being important, champion pools are going to be critical. And because of that, I expect JDG will target ban Karsa. And I think Kanavi gets on. I think Kanavi has a little better champion pool, more fits the meta. I'm going to go with JDG is going to win this one. Again, this is a coin flip. You can go either way. I'm going with JDG and IG for my Fins 5 roster. So that's what we have for roster construction. Let's just jump right in it. In the top lane, I am going to go with Zoom from JDG at 5,600. These price points on these JDG players are going to be insane. They shouldn't be this low. These players are way better than this. Jungle, I'm going with Kanavi at 6,400. Mid lane, I'm going Yagao at 6,800 from JDG. In the bot lane, I'm going Puff from IG. Puff is very good, and it's a very good matchup for IG in that bot lane. I'm also going to pair him with his support, Southwind, at 5,400. That's going to leave us with about 18,400 to work with to complete roster construction. That means you should be able to put whoever you want in captain. So everyone knows I'll be hedging this slate again, and I'll probably enter the Fins 5 lineup into the $15 tourney as a one-off. Today was a good day. Enjoyed it. It was busy, but it is finally officially in the books. I think I'm going to play a couple games of League of Legends before I call it a night. The alarm clock's set for 3 a.m. my time, so I can get up and watch these games in the morning. As always, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and notification buttons below. I just noticed we got to 80 subscribers, I believe, which, again, doesn't sound a lot, but we're just getting this thing started. Feel free to ask me questions or leave comments. I always try to get back to you as quickly as I can. And again, thank you so much for watching. This is Chad Finn, humbled by your support, wishing you good luck, telling you to stay safe, and looking forward to seeing you next time on the Rift. Good night, y'all.